You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat.
Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting town. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine, you keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on. Looking out the window, reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me, not even Uncle Sam. Life might be a struggle, life might be a fight, but I am here to show the world that I can make it right. On a bad day, on a good day, on a bad day, rain keeps raining.
Good evening, everyone. Happy July 10th. All right, we're 1/3 of the way through the month of July, and we got a train show coming up this weekend. So, woohoo! So, we're getting excited about that. Debbie's excited about that. She wants to go to Buc-ee's afterward and have one of those nice big sandwiches there. And Sparky says he's just here for the music, and he missed the 1812 Overture last week when we was celebrating the 4th of July. So what's wrong, Sparky? You missed it. All right. I said hello to everybody that popped in here before we started. And there goes School Kill John. How you doing? And who else is in here now? Okay. Reggie says it's been a scorcher here in North Carolina. Even before 12 o'clock, it was like 95 degrees here. So it's been pretty hot. And no rain today, no rain yesterday, although it looked like it was going to rain, but nothing. But day before that, a couple days before that, it rained like hell. Happy birthday yesterday, sir. Was it yesterday? Oh my goodness. And so was Jim Phillips. Big guy. Let me put this back up here again. He said he's the winner of Hank's Fuel. It arrived today, day after my birthday. So birthday was yesterday. Thank you, Debbie and Art of Bar Mills, for the giveaway. I have a place on my layout for it. Okay, all right. Good to hear. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, and Debbie said, woohoo over there. All right. Okay. Happy belated birthday, John. Oh, wait a minute. I got wait a minute. I got a video that I got to put up here of a birthday wish. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. I gotta find. Okay, here we go. Boop 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 boop. Where is Reading? Okay. Okay, that's the one right there. Let me get it queued up here. Hold on a second. Hold on, just a cotton picking, making it. I'm going to get it up here. Wait a minute. For John's birthday, we wished him a happy birthday on the ride to Minersville. And I got to get it over here and get it all queued up so we could do it. Let me see, what was that? 094008. 094008 right here. So here we go. All right.
Birthday to you. He's humping it. Dry hump situation. Oh, jeez.
All right, that was the highlight of the day. Sparky humping John. Not the Millersville trip. I'm getting an echo in here about 5 seconds late. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, John. Okay, Ken Amos says, we lost power last night and didn't get back on till 1:20 today, and the house got to 84. AC been battling temps outside and trying to bring it down today. Finally down to 76. Still too hot. Yeah, our power went out. There was a storm last week or something. We lost power for a couple of hours. And they've been replacing all the poles all along Memorial Drive out here, replacing the wooden real high poles with metal poles. So hopefully that'll get resolved soon. Not warm here, chilly with remnants of the hurricane over us, windy, rainy out. So Gerald, how close did the hurricane come to you in in San Antonio area. John too paid me $20 to do that. Or did Rick pay me? Did you get paid? All right. And Curtis wants to know, Sparky, how can I reach Mini Prince? Go on his website. Nice try, but that was all you. There you go. All right, email him from his website, Curtis. Okay. All right, so we got that out of the way right there. Okay, so we're gonna work on the workbench today, and let's take a look at the workbench, see what's on there right now. That's Oakleaf storage. What's it called? Shipping and storage. Okay, there you go. Shipping and storage. Okay, so I got most of it together, and I did most of the shingles. I left the barn shingles for tonight, and you can see the details are primered. I didn't do that yet. I always left that off for the last. So we'll see what we can get done tonight, and I have a few things that I'm going to tell you about before we get to that point. But let's do this right here. I forgot to do this. Don't forget to smash that like button. You know why. YouTube don't know what to do unless you smash that like button, or they suppress you. Or don't tell anybody. At one point in time, they used to send out emails every time somebody had a video coming out, and that was even before live streams, but they quit doing that. Okay, hello, Bonnie Fornelius. How you doing? From Tacoma. Good to see you here. Welcome to the show. We're gonna talk about some stuff on here about the Oakleaf shipping and storage that I'm working on. So, all right. So let's do this thing here and thank everybody that supports this channel, and I'd like to thank everybody that subscribes also, because we got up to 29,000 something, 33 or something like that. So let me put this thing up here and thank everybody for their support.
You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you very much.
Hello, Blame Smoke. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Didn't catch that right before the thing came up, the whatchamacallit. So, how you doing? And Otter Creek and Rio Grande, good to see you in here also. And that thing jumped on me, so here we go. Good evening, modelers, railroads, and armchair enthusiasts. There you go. All right. We're on a roll tonight. We're going to be talking about train shows here in about a second. And I got to get some money out of the bank because we got the train show coming up. So here we go. All right, here's the train shows, and Dennis, just in case you missed it, we had a celebration here a few minutes ago.
Birthday to you. He's humping it. It's a dry hump situation. Oh,
I had to put that on there for you so you could see it. You got money, Tom? I got a little bit of money. Have to get some money out of the bank so I can go to the train show. But here we go. D-Land, Florida, July 13th. Golden Spike Enterprises. Not the real big one, but close enough. Got one in October too, so yep, October 5th. So we'll be going to that one. And Debbie's thanks, that was great. There you go, twice in one night. There you go. Happy birthday, John. Yes. So we'll be going to D-Land, and Debbie is all excited because she wants to go to Buc-ee's afterwards. So, okay, the next one is Pinellas Park, Florida, August 17th. That's Regal Railway. It's no longer in the Performing Arts Center. It's in a smaller venue where they normally had it before. Lopez Hall. In the summertime, there's not as many people down here in Florida, so they go to a smaller venue. So we don't normally go to that one because it's too far and too small. Duluth, Georgia, August 24th. Golden Spike Enterprises. That's a good one. I wish we could go. I wish we had the money to go to all of these, but we don't. We got to save it up for, certain train shows, but Duluth is always a good one. We've been there twice, and hopefully one of these days they'll finish the venue. They've been working on it for 4 or 5 years now. And let me put this up here before I forget. Gerald says, train shows Saturday, August 24th, 10 to 5, and Sunday, August 25th, 10 to 4, Palmer Event Center, Austin, Texas. All right, thank you for putting that up in there. Okay. Oh, I missed this one here. Ken Amos says, don't let government know, Tom. I won't. They already take it no matter what. Reggie says, if I win the Powerball, Tom, I'll take you to all of them. Oh, thank you, Reggie. I really appreciate it. Okay, so where did I leave off at? Duluth. Okay, so that's always a good one. And then Melbourne, Florida, September 7th. That's on the East Coast. It's about an hour and a half away from here. That's a pretty good one. They have it 4 times a year. And Brooksville, Florida, September 14th. That's also a Regal Railway. They got them every month in different towns around Florida. And then there's the Villages, Florida, September 21st and 22nd. That's a good one. We'll be going to that one. And then D-Land, Florida, October 5th. We'll be going to that one also. And Timonium, Maryland, October 12th and 13th, a mini meet and greet. We're thinking about that. If we could save enough money and not spend a lot in D-Land, the Villages, Melbourne, and D-Land again, we might go to Timonium. But if not, we'll have to wait until January, and we might go to Amherst. So Clearwater, Florida, October 22nd or 26th. That's another Regal Railway. And Pinellas Park, Florida, November 3rd. Zitnik Train Swap Meet, Sidewalk Swap Meet. Local vendors get together and sell their wares in the parking lot of Zitnik's trains. And Zitnik's is open also. That's on a Sunday, so that's always a good one. We've been to a couple of them. And let me see. National Narrow Gauge Convention in Pittsburgh this year, September 11th and 14th. Thank you for that. All right. Okay, Sparky said something here, but I'm not sure who he's talking. Okay, crap, I have to book my room for Timonium yet. Yeah, there you go. Hurry up. Get it done. If we go, I'll be staying at my daughter's house again. It's not too far from there. So that's all the train shows that I have right there. All right, so let me show you some of the stuff that I was working on. I put a video up on Rumble and on YouTube of my progress from when I open up the box to what I got done yesterday morning, which is, about 3/4 of the way through it. And I did a little bit more yesterday afternoon and this evening. And let me see if I can find the pictures here. Okay, so here's the pictures. Now, some of these you've already seen. This is was in the video, some of the stuff. Okay, so let me get back over here. This is the board and batten one where I had to put the bracing in on horizontal. I put it on diagonal on these ones here. That's the shed on the side. So, and then the ones going vertical on these or the corner posts. So it gives it a little bit more gluing surface when you put everything together. And there are the pieces there. Painted khaki is the main color. And the trim color, I did a base coat of khaki and over top of that in the buff on all the corner pieces there, and doors and windows, and the trim on the wooden doors and stuff. Okay, and there's some of the decals or signage on there. Oakleaf. I had to split it up and cut out all the small stuff on the bottom and glue it on part of the top of the oak leaf with the white background, because that's the way it goes. And then there's the buildings assembled, rubber bands around the big barn. Okay, there's the underside of the base with all the uprights on it and the 5/64 square basswood on the edges. And there are the rafters on the small board and batten shed. And there are the doors. I separated the doors. It comes in one piece. Oh, thank you, Dennis. And so I'm going to have the doors open, so I separated the two so I could open the doors. Now, there is the shingles and the tar paper. and I'll tell you what color I did the tar paper here in a minute. And there's where I stained all the stuff that needed to stain. And oh my goodness. Hey, are you going to the train show on the 13th of July in D-Land this weekend? You just missed me announcing it that I was going there. Yes, I'll be there on Saturday, on the 13th. Yes, sir. And okay, let's go back here. Okay, this is all the stuff that I stained with India ink, and I did a couple of more here. And there's the box right there, and the tar paper. I did a base color of the camouflage earth brown, and then I did a light spray over with vintage teal. I picked up the wrong one. I was going to pick up the white, and I picked up the vintage teal instead, but it still looks all right. And so there's where I start. The thing on the right there, there's the shed where I started. And James Snyder, good to see you in here. I'm just showing some pictures of what I did since the video yesterday. So there's the tar paper right there. And there's a close-up of it right there. I think it looks pretty good. And there's the sign. And I don't know why, but they put peel and stick, made the backing for the sign peel and stick. So I put it on the peel and stick instead. Normally you put, all your signage, glue it on, but this one's peel and stick. So I just wanted to show it there. And these little strips right here that we didn't cut out, these pictures are out of sequence, but I used that on the office roof as the top. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go over here. Not there. Right there. So what I did was there was a small piece of I don't know what's smaller than a 16th, a 32nd, a 64th of an inch square. You put that in the center on the edge at the very peak, and then take these pieces right here, cut these little pieces out. These are the scrap pieces, and use that as the ridge cap. One on each side of it, and that little square holds it in place. Otherwise, it'll just collapse inside there. But barnwood is the edge of the. Well, you don't see it right here. Yeah, but right there, you see barnwood. I put on the edge of the shingles and on the edge of the roof to match. Pretty close to the color of the shingles. 1/32? Are you sure? Maybe even smaller than that. It's really small. Okay, so let me see where we're at here. Okay, so there's the shingles on there, and that's before I glued everything. I just wanted to show that. Here's what I use for the thumbnail, and that's a different thumbnail, and that's tonight's thumbnail. So that is everything from the workbench, and here's the workbench. That's what we're going to be looking at here in a few minutes. Yeah, I never trust peel and stick. Whenever I put the peel and stick on, I always use a little bit of glue also. And uh-oh. My fingers were a little bit big, and I was trying to turn off the lower third, and I hit I hit the key above it also. So never mind. Okay, so let's get back over here. All right, so Let me get back to the pictures here for a second. See if I could. Where did I put the pictures? I got so many deals on here. Okay, where are we at here? There's the videos, pics. That's the wrong pics. Okay, right here. Let me work back. Okay. Now, I should have took a picture. Uh-oh. It moved on me. Okay. On the rafter, the visible rafter on the front and the back of the office. Let me see if I could get in here closer. Okay, right there. All right, so the little white rafter underneath the roof, they put that on the panel, on the pill and stick panel. And for what reason, I don't know, because it's not pill and stick. You have to glue it to the underside of the roof. You can, if you want to cheat, try to put it on the wall, but then you don't have room for the shutters on the second floor. But so it actually goes on the bottom of the roof. So I just wanted to point that out. Boom, right there, to let you know about that. Okay, what did I miss? Yeah, one, yeah, really small, yeah. Okay, what else did I miss here? That's clean, yes. Did the castings come with the kit, or are they rusty rail? They came with the kit. You always get castings. Some of them are white metal, some of them are resin. Okay, so let's go over to here again. And let me get some music on here. Let me get the list, the playlist back up to the top, so we're not at the very bottom. Let me start off with a good one, Bo the Drifter. Got that in the background. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to head on over to there. I'm just reading the chat right now before I go over there, because I don't have the chat set up over on that computer yet, so I'm going to have to set that up when I get over there. But I'm heading over there now. All right, I'm over here now. Here is the roof panel right here. Normally, they put scribe lines on it, but on this one, they did not put scribe lines, so I put my own on there. They had them on the small one. They were on this one. And they were on this one, but not on the big one where you really need it. and you really don't line up the shingles with it, but you get it. It's just so you could keep the shingles straight. Like the tar paper, these lines on here, I have them 2 feet in HO scale. So, and you was asking about the castings. These two right here, these are resin castings. I got them primered. And this one right here, this is going to be fun painting. This is a junk pile with 1,000 different items on it. That's a resin casting also. This one is white metal boxes. That's a standard thing here. This one's white metal, a bunch of barrels. White metal, some crates. Here is white metal. 2 crates, probably a 2x12, and some junk up there on there to represent a workbench. White metal stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. A trash can, a wooden barrel, which is white metal. The trash can's white metal. Here's a metal barrel, white metal, and here is a fuel tank, white metal. All those castings come with it. Okay, and 2 smokestacks. And here's the okay, it also has a small piece of brass. I don't know if you can see that right there. Boom. That is for the outdoor lamps. And let me turn the light on over here. This is the one light that I had a long time, and the battery swelled up on it, and I didn't buy a new battery. I just have to plug it in every time I use it. Okay, so there's the light. Let me set this thing up for chat so I can see what the hell's going on here. Give me a second. All right. Gotta go to YouTube Studio to get my video up here so I can pull out the chat. I should have done this ahead of time, but I didn't. Oh man. It opened up the ad. I'm trying to pop out the chat and it opened up the ad. Okay, got that chat out, and let me see if I can get the Rumble chat. I'm almost there. Pop out chat. Okay, there's that chat and this chat, and we got it. Okay. So what did I miss while I was doing all this here? Okay, looks good, Tom. Thank you. Patio lanterns. No, they're little these things here, you gotta turn the thing so you could make it look like that it's coming out of the wall. Okay, M-H-N-E Railroad, good to see you in here. And Russ is Rocco and H-O Trains and Stuff, good to see you. And Steve Moscone, good to see you in here. James Snyder, well, thanks for stopping in. See you this weekend. Okay, good deal. Make sure you find me and remind me to take a selfie. Okay, what else? Okay, I think that's all the chat right there. Okay, so let's get down to business here. Most of the time, oh crap, everything's behind now. Okay, hold on. It's like I've never done this before, huh? Okay, here we go. Ah. Okay. I made a Tyco 50-foot scale state of Maine chug car. All right, good to hear. All right, so normally shingles are peel and stick, but these aren't. So what I did with the small building, and here's, I wanted to show you this right here. These things right here are peel and stick. You know, they came off of that sheet right here. And I don't know why they made them peel and stick, because you have to glue them onto the edge of the roof. But this is where I put the on this edge right here, on this edge right here, and this edge right here is where I put the barn wood, the folk art barn wood, to try to come close to, you know, the shade of the shingles right there. Okay, I glued all this stuff together right here. Okay, we need to glue this on top of here. But this is the one here. This is the brown, the earth brown, and the vintage teal, and then white, dry brushed white to give it, you know, highlight the edges right there. And then Blame Smoke, thank you very much for that super chat. Or the super sticker, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All right, so here's all this stuff right here. All that's glued together. We'll get this out of the way. And then I had to put my own scribe lines on there. So what I did with this, I cut out the pieces. And what they said in the instructions was that they hardly gave you enough to feel both pieces of roof. So we got to make sure that we space them out and don't stick them too close together. Now what I'll do is I'll cut a bunch of these out and then spread some glue on there and then drop them on there one at a time. But I'll cut these out, and since this one right here has a little bit of white on the edge, we'll move that over right there. And on these we're only going to be able to get 2 out of each row. For the office we were able to get 3 of them and had this much left over right here. So what we're going to do is if we run out, we'll have to start using this small stuff. And that's what I did on this very last row up on top. You can't even tell, but right here, I had to butt two pieces together. And you really can't see it unless you really, really look. If you get out the magnifying glass right here. Okay, wait a minute. How do you get this thing open? Right there. And look like that. That's the only way that you're going to see that it's two pieces of shingles right there. So try to get as many of these cut before I start gluing it. So I don't have to stop several times along the way. And they're just a little bit longer than the width of the roof. So we got some overhanging that we could cut off, and if we need to, we can stagger them if the lines happen to come together. You know, the shingle lines. So you want to make sure that the lines on the shingles aren't lining up. You want to have them staggered. But the way we put these on there, you really don't have to worry about it too much. We'll try 3 more of these. That should cover it in one direction, I hope. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hopefully that'll be enough. If it ain't, we're going to have to punt. So we'll just trim these. And it seems like I'm making them longer and longer, don't it? Let me put all these over here. Yeah, I got that real long there. All right, just a couple of more to cut, and we'll start gluing in place. Oops. And these are the cheap blade or cheap holders. They were only like $2.50 at Hobby Lobby. But the only problem is they bottom out right here, and the blade loosens up very easily. You can't really tighten down on it like you would really want to. Put these over here. Now you could use Elmer's glue on this, or tacky glue. I'm going to use the tacky glue. Normally I would use the Elmer's glue on there, but right now I'm down at the bottom of this and I don't feel like filling it up right now because I got a whole gallon jug of it right there. So we'll have to do that next time. So one last one. It's easier to do with Elmer's because Elmer's is a little bit thinner. Aileen's is thick, but it still works. Okay. It's good for the rest of it, but I wouldn't recommend it right there. But we'll just smear it on there. Try to thin it out as much as you can. That's a 6 scale feet right there, an HO scale. Wipe your finger off. Put your goggles on so you can see. Oops, I gotta take the headphones off to put the goggles on, and start at the very bottom and work your way up. And hopefully you can get it done before the glue dries. And make sure you got some of the shingles hanging over the bottom edge. And my thing is starting to beep at me. And we'll get these up here all the way up to where the glue is. And then we'll turn it over and press down on it. Make sure it's good and tight. So we're able to get 2 of them in for each 2 foot. So, and then if you had some issues where, like, I don't think I had enough over there, but I'll show you what you could do later on once I turn this over, because it's a little bit too thin on that one side there. So got that all covered up right there. So we'll just put some weight on it. And you see on the bottom side, I painted the bottom side so it's not, so you don't see the cardboard. So you see right there, it's hanging up just a little bit right there. So if I had my glass, I'd put a little bit on the glass, and I'll just do this right here. That. And I'll take my little applicator and spread the glue underneath it. And there we go. So we were able to get 6 rows on there. So hold that down there just a little bit more before I put the glue on again. Reggie says, I love tacky glue. I love it too. And we got a couple of these. Lowe's had them on sale. If you go back to the clearance aisle, every once in a while they'll have them on sale. We picked up a couple of these. They were like $1.99 a piece. And I just threw out the last one. It was a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if it might have been 6 ounces or so. But I've been using that for a long time. This is a 4-ounce one. The 6-ounce one I've been using here for 3.5 years already. So it lasts a long time. Okay, so we'll smear a little bit more glue on and do a little bit more. And don't worry about getting glue up like on the last one that we installed, because they overhang just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Whatever that is, but not too much. On the last roof that I did like this, it was a little bit darker. Bar Mills has a few different colors of shingles. The last one was darker, and I lightened it up with some gray and some white to make it look like this right here. Go figure. And that's all there is to putting these shingles on. You just have to take your time and make sure you get them lined up. Use these lines here. You're not putting them exactly on the lines. You're just using the lines as a guide to keep it straight. Because like every other one will be close to the line. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. We might need to cut one more long one to get to the very top. So we might be getting very, very close. On these shingles right here. You might have to use those scraps for the last row on the other side. Oh, Curtis is having trouble finding. Curtis, look on your last video. Sparky said he put a link in the comments, I guess. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, 4 of them will work. Okay, so just a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Last 4 for this side here. maybe we do it in. It's going to take 4. Yep. Let me stretch this one, and we'll make sure that we get a good long ridge cap on it. Okay, so we'll save that last one for the other side. All right. Curtis says I did. Okay. All right, so that's one side. And what they tell you to do is take your cuticle scissors and cut the edge, mostly because these things are overlapped, and when you put the blade on it over here, they tend to move a little bit. But if you're careful and you keep your blade at a low angle, like close like that, you can get it. But I'm not going to do it now because you got to wait till the glue thoroughly dries before you trim it. But if you don't have these, raid your wife's cosmetic things. She's probably got some somewhere. Or if you have a travel kit, they usually come in travel kits. I think that's where I got mine. And let's cut some more for the other side. And on the other one, you see the little strips in between? Right there. On the other one that we had, let me see if I could find it. I keep all my old shit over here. They were even thinner, like that. So you could use them on, like if you have a tar paper side and you like board and batten with tar paper, you could use that for the battens. But here is the other one I did. I had some left over, and it was a darker. This one was bark brown, but you could see that I put some gray in it and white to make it almost like this one right here. Not quite, but close enough to lighten it up. There's all kind of little tricks that you could do with the stuff that you save. You can always use the stuff over again for other things. You know what I'm going to do while I have this over here? I'm going to measure this. Dennis said that was 1/32. Hold on. We'll make sure. And I got to take the battery out of this because if I leave the battery in, it'll go dead, because with this cushion stuff here, it pushes on the buttons and turns it on. Okay, that's millimeter. Go inch, 0. .032. So .032 is... Dennis, you're right. 1/32nd of an inch. You get a cookie. All right. That's 1/32nd. All right. Right there. We got that settled right there. I had to do a measurement just to make sure that Dennis was right. We verified it right there in front of your eyes. Okay. Good job, Dennis. Now we'll have that in our memory blank. All right, so let's cut some more of these so we can finish this other side. And we might talk a little bit on Rumble tonight after we finish up here, because there's a lot to talk about. Democrats are going ape shit crazy right now. Oh boy. Lucky we got a lot of time on our hands because this stuff takes time. I can imagine if we had to scratch build these things. I don't know how Howard Zane does it. He sits at his workbench all day long and he scratch builds the O scale buildings. He draws up the drawings and then works from those drawings. Draws them all by hand. And while I was there, he had I think 26 O-scale buildings that he was getting ready to ship out. And he and Al Puglisi were building for a customer. And he made Al build some on his own in HO scale for his own layout, which looked pretty good. I'll have the video out on that shortly, sometime. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me do 12 of them. Or 2 more of these, that'll give us 14. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna make it. We'll have 1, 2, 3 left over. So cutting it real close.
Well, I got a gal in old St. Louis, one in San Antonio. Come and get it while you can, for tomorrow I'll be gone. And my good gal sitting alone, she hollered her back, Daddy, Daddy, will you come in home? Won't you come on home?
I might not even have to use the small pieces. I'll be able to use the small pieces on maybe a little shed that I scratch built. The next kit after this one is going to be a real easy one, a smaller one than this. It's the shock pack. Okay, where's it at here? Got it here someplace. Not that one. Not that one. Where'd I put it?
Oh, but why won't they let me be? I'm a high-stepping papa from way down in Tennessee.
It's not the twin utility sheds. It's oh, here we go. It's one of the early ones in a plastic deal. The Shack Pack. Hey, two real fans, how you doing? And Reggie says shingles are time consuming for sure. Yes, they are. But the Shack Pack is the next one. So we're working on the shingles on this one right here, two real fans. We just got a little bit more to do and we'll be finished with the barn roof. The barn roof goes right here.
She always said we shouldn't, saying it we shouldn't, but she always.
So let's smear some glue on here and we'll be ready to go. Okay, make sure you always got some paper towel handy to wipe your fingers off. If I had Elmer's glue, I'd be able to put a little bit more on because it is thinner and the stuff and the shingles will slide a little bit easier. And it would go a little bit faster. But since I'm lazy and I don't want to fill up my working bottle, we just have to use the tacky glue right now. Okay, there we go. We got 5 out of that one right there. Make sure we get it down good and getting tight. And do the next one. Now you could use spray adhesive, but I wouldn't recommend it using it inside because that stuff is toxic as hell. But it sticks really good. You know, if you have the space outside to do it, you could do it that way. A little bit too high. That one's short right there. And once you're done with this and glue is dry and everything, you could lift some of these shingles up. Okay, 3 more. Let me see if it'll fit. I'm gonna have to cut another one. 1, 2. Well, if we run out, we'll just use some of the scraps right there. Hey, Frank Steeler fan, how you doing? We're working on shingles on this building. 1 by 1. And I might have to put some underneath that last row. Okay, here we go. Coming up to the top. Here goes the short ones here. Make sure there's no white showing on the edge. Okay, there we go. Use some of the scraps on there. All right. So we'll just let this stuff set and dry. Let the glue set up, and then we'll be able to trim off the edges. I might have to add a little bit more glue right there. And I can see it right here, it's coming off too. This is peel and stick, so I'm gonna put some there. Grab some on here so I could stick it underneath there. And later on, if you need to, we could always lift up the edges on this tar paper here. but that goes right there. Okay, so we'll let this thing set up overnight. All right, okay, so hey, Gerald made it over on Rumble too. Hi. Curtis says, Sparky, he got back to me. Thanks. Don't forget the caps. Yeah, the caps will go on later. I'm going to trim this off. And I talked about the caps before, how I put them on. And basically what you do, you take this 1/32 of an inch. Uh-oh, I just dropped it. Hold on. Let me get it. Okay, when this is like this, you set it on an edge, the pointy side down, and put it in there so you have a flat surface going up this way and that way. Rest that in there, and then take these right here, these leftover things, and glue it onto each side of it, and it'll look like this right here for the ridge cap. And I'm going to have to glue that roof on here and glue the office onto the loading dock. So we have 1, 2, 3 rows of shingles left, and this last one here, they didn't laser cut it. That's all the way up to the top. So we made it. We made it. All right. Always hated real roofing. Took many years off my back. Yeah, I think every job that we do takes years off my back. Off my knees, off my hips, and off my backs. Okay, I'm going to head on over to the other side. Back to the main computer. That's all we're going to do on here tonight. The only thing we have left is trim the sides and everything. This roof goes up, or these signs get glued together on an angle like so and go up on the roof. The legs are staggered. You got one long one, one short one, and it fits on the roof up on the top. Like so. There. And this is going to be fun to paint. But we'll tackle it because I got 1,000 detail brushes here to work with. I don't know what good they'll do me, but it's a start. So let me go back over to the other computer. Oh, all right. You leaving us, Curtis? All right. Let me put this back on over here. I'm going to use my other microphone and turn this microphone off and turn these speakers off because it's hot. And turn this microphone on. There we go. All right, there we go. Retire that for right now. Whew. I don't know how anybody could wear them for a long time. Yeah, looking good. Shingles are time consuming. Yes, they are. And I like the old Campbell's model. It was in a roll. You had to put them on the same way. They haven't figured out an easy way to do it, but the peel and stick is a little bit easier, so you don't have to get glue all over your fingers there. Like that. Let me shut the music off here. We're going to head on over to Rumble for a while and talk on Rumble. So I want to thank you all for stopping in. Like I said, the Shack Pack is going to be the next one. I'll finish up on this. This is Wednesday. Won't do anything more tonight, but I'll work on the rest of the roof. Finish trim the sides of the roof, and do whatever I can do to it. Put the signs on, and then do all the detail parts, and then finish up on it, and then I'll start on the next one. So, good night, everyone that's not heading on over to Rumble. Let me see if I can give you a Rumble link if you're interested in going over there. I'll put it over here. And then we'll put up some swirly smoke. So we could say good night to everybody. All right, so where's the swirly smoke? Here we go.
Engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got
And Steeler fans over on Rumble, how you doing? Glad you can make it. We got Jim and Gerald, and a few people are hiding, not in the chat. We're going over on Rumble where we could talk a little bit more about things that we can't talk about on YouTube because they'll shut me down. And Nick Fuentes is on Rumble now. He's been banned from everything for I don't know how long. Here's the swirly smoke. Woohoo!
Well, they left Columbus around 7. Oh, Lord, they hit Louisville about 9. And poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is quiet. I've been traveling this lonesome road.
Good night, Jim. All right.
Waiting at sea. Will that long old train back? For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road.
And blame smoke, I forgot to put the thank you up there, but thank you anyway for that super sticker. I really appreciate it. Well, train, 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 won't you carry me home? Good night, everybody. We'll see you over on Rumble, and we'll see you all wherever you go. Nighty night. Woohoo. Bye-bye.